Chapter 10, Part 8, The Trait Perspective on Personality. Trait theory of personality is one that focuses on identifying, describing, and measuring individual differences in behavioral predispositions. Trait theorists view the person as a unique combination of personality characteristics or attributes called traits. A trait is a relatively stable, enduring predisposition to behave in a certain way. A trait is typically described in terms of a range from one extreme to its opposite. Surface traits and source traits. Surface traits are personality characteristics or attributes that can be easily inferred from an observable behavior. Source traits are the most fundamental dimensions of personality. They are the broad basic traits that are hypothesized to be universal and relatively few in number. A source trait can give rise to many surface traits. Two representative trait theories, Raymond Cattell and Hans Eysenck. Pioneer trait theorist Raymond Cattell used a statistical technique called factor analysis to identify traits that were most closely related to one another, eventually reducing his list to 16 key personality factors. Cattell developed the widely used personality test, the 16 Personality Factor Questionnaire, or 16PF. British psychologist Hans Eysenck developed a trait theory of personality that includes three basic dimensions. Introversion extroversion is the degree to which a person directs his energies outward toward the environment and other people versus inward towards his inner and self-focused experiences. If you're high on introversion, you're likely to be quiet, solitary, reserved, avoiding new experiences. However, if you're high on extroversion, you're likely to be outgoing and sociable, enjoying new experiences and stimulating environments. Neuroticism, emotional stability, refers to a person's emotional predisposition. Neuroticism refers to a person's predisposition to become emotionally upset. Stability reflects a person's predisposition to be emotionally even. Psychotism, the third major personality dimension, was identified by Eysenck and later research. A person high on this trait is antisocial, cold, hostile, and unconcerned about others. A person who's low on psychotism is warm and caring towards others. Eysenck believed that individual differences in personality are due to biological differences among people. 16 are too many, 3 are too few, the 5-factor model. Many trait researchers believe that the essential building blocks of personality can be described in terms of 5 basic personality dimensions, sometimes called the Big Five. According to the 5-factor model of personality, these 5 dimensions, extroversion, neuroticism, agreeableness, conscientiousness, and openness to experience, represent the structural organization of personality traits. The 5-factor structure of personality has been found in a variety of cultures and may be universal. Research has shown that traits are remarkably stable over time. Traits are also generally consistent across different situations, but situational influences may affect their expression. Human behavior is the result of a complex interaction between traits and situations. Personality traits and behavioral genetics. Behavioral genetics studies the effects of genes and heredity on behavior. Using twin studies and adoption studies, behavioral geneticists have found that certain personality traits are substantially influenced by genetics, especially extroversion and neuroticism. Openness to experience and conscientiousness are also substantially influenced by genetics, although to a lesser degree than extroversion and neuroticism. In explaining twin similarities, David Likens refers to certain traits as emergenic. That is, they result from unique configurations of many interacting genes. The influence of environmental factors is at least equal to the influence of genetic factors. Evaluating the trait perspective on personality. Psychologists generally agree that people can be described and compared in terms of basic personality traits. Like the other personality theories, the trait approach has its weaknesses. Trait theories fail to truly explain human personality, explain how or why individual differences develop, address other important personality issues such as the basic motives that drive human personality, the role of unconscious mental processes, how beliefs about the self-influence personality, or how psychological change and growth